In this digital ad system with the ad agency, there was ad agent which binds the advertiser and website in between. Advertising agency would tie up with the websites. This website would offer the agencies the screen space for the advertisements. On the other hand, advertisers would do connect contracts with the ad agencies to showcase their ads to the agency's website network. It became the primary source of income for a lot of companies, lot of agencies. This is still underlying model of architecture of the current digital advertising system, but still it is not complete. The current digital advertising system can be seen on the screen. As search engine, social media, cookies, and other advanced technology emerged, the more sophisticated digital advertising system was conceptualized. In addition to the previous system, there are more complex subsystems got added. Google, Facebook, Twitter became the major advertising agencies as well as websites to display advertising on their own sites. Let's look at some of the core definition of the digital advertisement system. Click-through rate is the number of people that click on a link out of the total number of people who saw the email, social ad or call to action on a website. Conversion rate is the percentage of people who take the desired action on the website. Converting rate is not just converting non-customers into customers. It also means converting a website visitor into lead. Cost per click is an amount an advertiser pays every time someone clicks on their advertisement. Cost per impression is an amount an advertiser pays for 1,000 impressions on their social advertising. Persona is a perfect representation, ideal buyer of a particular product. Search engine optimization. A web page or website means adjusting on web page and off page SEO factors. Organic traffic is a traffic a site receives from unpaid search results. Page rank is how trustworthy a particular site is, as determined by the Google's algorithm. Now let's look at the engineering development. Digital advertising systems are unlike older systems which were centralized, had control over every part of the system, were located in one place. Instead, the digital advertising system is decentralized, not controlled by a single entity, and is not placed at a location. Hence, it is difficult to examine the exact engineering development of this system. However, there are multiple subsystems that are partially or tightly coupled together, which can be said to be the whole digital advertising systems. In figure, some of these subsystems are represented. For deeper understanding, we are first going to take a look at individual working of these subsystems. So in the figure, the left side is the advertiser and the right side is the user. The advertiser creates campaigns from this ad manager, and the ad is shown to the user from this ad server. In between, all the processing happen, and this system can consist a lot of subsystems, which we are going to take a look into. So we looked at the advertiser, which are present here, end user here, and billing payment can happen here in the ad manager. So the campaign management system, which is present here between advertiser and system, looks like this. This is the Facebook campaign management system, where you can manage the campaigns. You can create the campaign, you can duplicate the campaign, you can see all the data of previous campaigns. You can see budgets, results, reach, number of people view the ad. All these things can be seen from this management system, and it's a really complex management system. You can see the results of the ad run previously. You can see the budget, duration, targeting. While advertise create the advertisement, it chooses whom to target the advertisement. So there are multiple options like demographics, interest, behaviors of the users they want to target, like education if they want to target university people, if they want to target men, just men, if they want to target based on the location, based on the age, they can all do from here. Another part required to the target the advertisement to the proper audience is user profile. Using the targeting rules and the user profile, advertisements can be matched with the opportunity. The profile of the user is created using his past historical data, such as browsing history, cookies, search history, etc. If such user profile data cannot be created, then it can also be integrated with other third-party entities, which can provide the data about the user's behavior. In the following part, we are going to look into index publisher. So in this system, the index publisher lies here. Since digital advertising is dynamic, this is the closer look of the index publisher. Digital advertisement system is dynamic. It is a system's task to determine to which users which advertise should be delivered. This depends on the multiple factors such as active ads, user interest, advertise subjects. To perform this ad to the user matching task, index publisher is used. Index publisher pre-calculates a lot of useful indices and saves the time while serving the advertisement. Indices are published to some storage services, and based on those indices, ad server loads the ad into memory periodically. This component is complex and needs numerous validations based on the business rules. For validation of these complex rules, this system has multi-stage pipelines. These pipelines can be live index. This pipeline can contain live index, pacing index, feature index for the execution. The live index contains more information about the advertising, the metadata and location. The ad server used this information to remove irrelevant advertisement and maintain only relevant ads that are best suitable for the target audience. Now we are going to look into the pacing server, which is located here at the center of the system. This is the closer look of the pacing server. Pacing is the advertisement control mechanism. Pacing the advertisement in some interval is the main intention of the pacing server. Suppose an advertiser wants to run an advertisement campaign that costs $40 and intended to display the advertisement to 20,000 users for a week. However, it is possible that in one day only all the impressions are displayed to 20,000 people, which is not desirable for the advertiser. This should not happen, hence pacing server keeps track of the limit of the advertising campaign, the number of advertisements shown, etc. And based on that distributed the advertisement display in intervals. Also from end user perspective, it is possible that the same advertisement is shown to the same person for a prolonged period of time. This is inefficient to show the advertisement, making the users overwhelmed. This phenomenon is called fatigue. Pacing server subsystem work on the data in chunks instead of longer period of time. So it will split the advertisement budget into minutes or hours. When an advertisement exhausts its hourly limit, that advertisement will be filtered out from index publishing. However, this way is not flexible. The advertisement server does not have control over the advertisement at small levels. Now let's look at the ranking server. For the server, picking up the advertisement to the user is complex algorithm. This is done based on the user's previous searches. Users' interests, users' behavior, advertisement historical performance, cookies and user clicks. The ranking system does the job of picking up the right advertisement for the user by looking into all these factors. In the basic version of the system, the auction engine goes through all the candidate advertisement and assigns the estimated advertiser value and estimated organic value to each item. Based on this value, ranker returns a score of advertisement. The highest score advertisement is shown to the user. In more complex ranking system, machine learning algorithms are used. In the system, firstly, feature engineering is done, where useful information is extracted from the user and advertisement matrix. The data is cleaned and aggregated first. The feature which is used to do that are add feature, context feature, and various the 4 to 5 other features. Based on this, different model can be used for the machine learning algorithm like gradient boost decision, logistic regression, XGBoost. After training and evaluation and validation, the data passes the evaluation. This machine learning model is passed to the ranking system. The ranking system that uses this new model for initial rankings. A new model is used for the small candidates to check the performance. This model needs to be updated frequently as new real-time data is gathered. Based on this new data, feature building is done on timely basis. A scheduling system is present in the system pipeline, which maintains all the tasks. Let's look at the auction server. Auction server lies here, and this is the closer look of the auction server. The auction server system is the core part of the advertisement engine. Since there are millions of advertisements running which want to be shown to the user at the same time, there should be some mechanism to show an advertisement or another. Bidding the advertisement is a way to achieve this purpose. In the auction system, advertisement participate in the auction. The highest bidder wins the auction and the advertisement is displayed to the user. The server decides which advertisement to show based on the estimated value opportunity. The bid value is multiplied by the pacing factor. Is the way to add pacing into the auction system. The more advertisement is time-based, the pacing factor is higher, which makes the bid for the advertisement higher. Now let's look at the forecasting server. The process of predicting the number of impressions for the target advertisement is done by the forecasting system, which is located here, and this is the deeper view of the forecasting system. This system is useful for managing the advertising inventory to assess the future availability of the advertisements. This system is also useful for the pacing system as it provides the actual and predicts traffic data for spacing, which results in a much more efficient pacing of the advertisements. When the traffic is more, it can serve more impressions, and when it is less, it can serve fewer impressions. It can also be used for testing the new feature in the machine learning and model, and also in debugging. In the basic advertising system, the forecasting system counts the potential future impressions by looking at the historical data and then categorize that information into different buckets. For the new advertisement or set of advertisement, it finds the appropriate bucket which matches with the category of the advertisement. This procedure is not scalable and hence not used in more sophisticated systems. Now let's look at the post-development of this system. The testing and maintaining of the system. The system needs to be maintained and troubleshooted in a short period of time. As this system is large and complex, there are multiple challenges to properly keep track of the testings. Facebook, Google have developed the algorithm and mechanisms to keep their system always up and running. Redevelopment of the machine learning models. The end user data gathered by the system is again fed back into the system to learn more about the advertisement and users' behavior. The factors to learn these things vary with time. For example, when personalized systems like Alexa or Siri were launched, the learning models for the advertisement were updated as new behavior of the users were observed and a new way of advertising was introduced. Memory management. Every tons of data points get generated in these systems, which created the problem of memory management. Keeping track of memory and storage for the system is essential. Various techniques such as data sharding, data mirroring are done on the system frequently. As we have seen in indexing, once the indexing crosses the amount of data the machine can handle, it gets sharded. Characteristics of systems, reliability and latency. The reliability of the advertisement server can be based on the subsystems. A little problem in the system can create a lot of loss of millions of dollars in revenue for a company. Therefore, having reliable systems is essential here. There are core and non-core subsystems in the systems. Whenever there is failure in the non-core subsystems, these systems have a backup plan to fall back. On the other hand, if the core system fails, there can be a need for redevelopment of the system. Latency, serving advertisement in a fraction of seconds, is essential as users stay averagely on a site for less than a minute. For serving the advertisement, superfast systems have the mechanism of loading the index into the memory, but due to memory limit, it can be difficult to achieve this speed. This can be because of various reasons. So let's look at the challenges of the system. The privacy challenges. For targeting the right audience, advertising agencies have to learn the behavior of the user. Hence, they try to get the user data from the cookies, searches, activities, and iOS-based sources such as Google Homes, Alexa, etc. This raises serious privacy issues. In fact, leveraging such data can be a threat to the user. Demand for the transparency. Transparency in the advertisement industry has a crucial role. It is important to know for advertisers where the advertisements are being served. This system usually advertisers do not get to know what exactly they are paying for, as defined target audience can be vague. Advertisers are focused on advertising reaching the right audience, but that does not guarantee the successful conversion for the advertisers. Ad blockers. Ad blockers nowadays are one of the major threats to the digital advertisement industry. For better user experience, ad blockers block the advertisement on the website and mobile apps, which adversely affect the advertisers and publishers in huge amount. Increase ad cost and respective ROI. The ad cost has increased as the year passed by, but the respective ROI by the digital advertisement has not increased in that proportion. Advertisement platform challenges. Complex state management is also one of the challenge to look into. So the future of digital advertisement system. You can see this graph where the data in 2015 is $160 billion and now in 2021 is expected to be $330 billion. So there can be advances in audio advertisement, blockchain advertising, and augmented reality. Blockchain can be used for secure advertisement and it can prevent that security issues. It can be more transparent. And that's it. Thank you very much.